Welcome traders to the channel and to a new trader funding company guide. Today we're going to be introducing Tradeify, one of the newest and most rapidly growing companies out there, offering a lot of really great plans for traders looking for all different kinds of options when it comes to their trading. So I'm gonna do, as always, I'm gonna have a bunch of chapters going over everything in great detail. I'm going to put timestamps in the pinned comment down below if you want to just skip to a specific section so it's easier to navigate, but I'm gonna try to keep this as straightforward as possible. And as always, make sure to use the code PABT through the link down below, or you can also find it on my website or my Twitter page to get the maximum discounts available. So we're going to start with the quick introduction. So Tradeify is one of the newest future funding companies in the space, which brings together the best and most popular features of a lot of the competition into a single platform to cater to traders of all types. So as I'm going to show you, they pretty much take things that Apex does, my funded futures, fast track trading, and they just offer a whole assortment of options for traders. They have an active Discord community, fast payouts, and they're soon going to be introducing more features like other trading platforms. And also you can now trade up to 7 SIM accounts per household. It used to be 5, and literally yesterday they announced they're going to raise it to 7. You can copy trade. You can pass it in as little as 1 day. News trading is allowed, and other features that we're going to dive into. For payouts, right now they're using Rice, formerly known as RiceWorks. Okay, so Tradeify is going to offer 3 types of accounts, what they call advanced. These accounts have a continuous trailing drawdown throughout the trading day, adjusting in real time as your account balance fluctuates. So it counts unrealized gains. So this is how Apex works with their trailing drawdown. And you need to be more disciplined not to give back open profits, which can cause you to hit the trailing drawdown sooner. And these accounts are the most economical. With their discounts, you can get them for as little as like $45. So they're very affordable with a good discount. Then you have the growth accounts. These accounts have an end of day drawdown, so your liquidation price does not increase unless you finish the trading day with a new higher account balance. Gives more flexibility during the day as intraday fluctuations won't affect your drawdown level. Has a soft break daily loss limit, meaning if you hit it, you're just going to be frozen for the rest of the day, but then it's going to unlock at 6 p.m. when the next trading day opens, and there's no activation fees. So these growth accounts are very similar to offerings, for example, from my funded futures or take profit trader. And then you have your straight to sim funded, which is basically you're skipping the evaluation, the monthly fees, and you start trading on a sim funded account instantly with an end of day drawdown and also a soft breach daily loss limit, meaning you don't lose the account, you're just going to get frozen until the next day, and is built for steady, consistent traders. And as a result, they have a 20% consistency rule, and there's no resets in the straight to sim funded option. And this one is similar to the concept that fast track trading has recently introduced, which has caught on like fire, which is skipping evaluations and just going straight into a funded account. Okay, news trading, is worth noting, is allowed on all accounts, and you can also copy trade on all accounts. Now, account sizes, I'm not going to go through every detail on each one. You can look at this and just pause the video and read it. But basically, this is the advanced accounts, 50K, 100K, and 150. And remember, this is full prices, but every month there is some sort of discount, so you're never really going to have to be paying full price for any of these accounts. And you can see the advanced, like we talked about, is a trailing drawdown, and there is an activation fee on these accounts. Then we have the growth accounts, which again, 3 different sizes. They're a little bit more expensive than the advanced, and you will have a soft breach daily loss limit on these ones. The trailing max drawdown is going to be end of day, and there is no activation fee on any of the growth accounts. And on all of the advanced and the growth, you can pass in as little as 1 day. And then you're straight to sim funded, which are the most expensive because you're literally just skipping the evaluation and you don't have to pay an activation fee. So pretty much this is the only fee you're going to pay to set it up, and you're going to have a daily soft breach loss limit as well, end of day drawdown, but you will have a 20% consistency rule and a max of, this is wrong. This is actually, I took this screenshot before they changed this. This is now maximum of 7 accounts that are allowed at a time on sim funded. Okay. Now let's talk about the drawdown locks. This is a very common rule with all these companies. Both type of drawdowns lock when the profits exceed the day drawdown limit by $100. So for example, in the 50K advanced account, there's a $2,000 drawdown. So that means when you start trading, your liquidation is set to $48,000. If you make $2,100 in profits and your balance goes to $52,100, then your trailing drawdown is going to be locked at $50,100 and is not going to go up anymore from there. And you can see down here each account size for each of the types of accounts and the point where your drawdowns are going to lock. Trading platforms, this is a little bit limited in this company. Currently, there is support only for CQG data accounts, so Tradovate, TradingView, and NinjaTrader. Although those 3 are really great platforms that are very popular. When you sign up for the first time, you need to log into Tradovate.com and sign the non-professional data agreements before you're able to trade. Okay, to use NinjaTrader, you're going to just use the same credentials from Tradovate. To use TradingView, remember you got to go to Tradovate.com, and under settings and add-ons, you need to activate access to TradingView. In the future, they're looking to add support for Rhythmic data platforms and Quant Tower. So hopefully in the future, you're going to be able to use Sierra Chart, Jigsaw, Atlas Trading, and a bunch of other great professional platforms aside from the ones currently offered. Trading instruments, I'm not going to go one by one, but pretty much all the CME futures offerings. Here we got the stock indices. You also have an option to trade the Eurex, the European indices, but there is an additional data subscription cost. There's also the European bond markets as well. You can trade micro crypto futures, CME, Bitcoin, and Ether futures, currency futures. If you're a Forex trader, you can trade all the CME currency futures, agricultural and energy futures, metals, and of course, micros. Now, to pass the Tradeify challenges, and for Tradeify funded traders, hours, all positions need to be closed by 4:59 p.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday, right before the market officially closes at 5 o'clock. There's a 1 hour pause, which is what's considered the overnight and then trading can resume when the market opens at 6 p.m. Monday through Thursday and Sunday evenings, okay? So this means there is no swing trader, as none of these companies allowed. Holidays, there might be special times, so you need to be aware. Usually the CME will close at 1 p.m. Eastern on holidays. Any open positions when the market closes are going to be automatically closed by Tradeify, and you will not lose the account if this happens, but it's recommended you make sure you close them yourself. And again, you cannot hold positions over multiple days or swing trade overnight. Funding consistency rules. The consistency rules are meant to encourage discipline and steady trading behavior. Advanced growth sim-funded accounts must follow a 35% consistency rule, and the straight to sim-funded accounts follow a 24% consistency rule. To calculate the balance required to meet the consistency rule, you can use the following formula: biggest end of day P&L divided by the consistency percentage equal total balance needed. So for example, if your biggest day profit is 1,000, you must, and you're on a straight to sim funded, so you got a 20% rule, then the required total balance would be 1,000 divided by 20%, $5,000. Okay? And that's pretty straightforward. Now, here's another example to illustrate how the consistency rules applies. Let's say a trader traded for 10 days in their growth sim funded account, which has a 35% rule. Total profits for the 10 days is 10,000. There was a highest single day of 4,000, so that's 40% of total profits. So you are over the 35% limit. So that means you need to continue trading until the highest single day profits is less or equal to 35% of total profits. So let's say on day 11, trader makes an additional 1,500 profit. Now you're on day 11, your total profits are 11,500, and your highest day was 4,000, which brings down your average for this day, your consistency to 34.7. So now you're eligible to request a payout. Now, there's some special sim-funded rules to consider. Good faith policy. Basically, traders are prohibited from using strategies that seek to exploit or create errors within our platform, like taking advantage of discrepancies in price displays, delays in updates, or any other technical error in our services. I don't see how this can be, very relevant, but it's, something they need to mention. Bots and algo trading, it's allowed if you're the sole owner of it and it is not shared and you're only exclusively using it at Tradeify. Micro scalping is allowed in a limited basis. 50% or more of your profits must come from trades held longer than 5 seconds. Max idle time. To keep account active, you must place at least one trade per week. If you have time that you're going to need to be away longer, you can contact support and ask them, and they may extend you a longer time. News trading is allowed. Dollar cost averaging allowed. Flipping and scaling is allowed as well. Advanced and growth payout policies. Traders are going to receive 100% of the first 15K profits and 90% afterwards per trader. Maximum 7 sim-funded accounts of any type combination. Requirements for payouts. Consistency rules, so you're going to have the 35% consistency. You must trade at least 10 separate days for the first payout and for every payout after. 5 or more of those days are going to need a profit of $100 or more. A day count resets to 0 after every payout. So once you get a payout, your day count starts and you need 10 more days. Account balance needed. You need to reach and maintain at least $100 in profits over the trailing max drawdown limit. So basically you need to keep above that buffer. This is calculated after the close at 5 p.m. Eastern, and you need to keep this account until the payout request is approved, okay? So be careful. If you have the minimum required and all the conditions and you make a request and then you keep trading and you lose money and you go below that balance, this may cause your request to be rejected. So make sure you wait until you're approved so that the funds are taken out of your account and you don't risk losing it, okay? Each account has a minimum balance needed for payouts as follows from this table. I'm not going to go one by one, but let's say just the first one, 50,000 account, you're going to have a 2,000 max drawdown and a buffer of 100. So you need at least 52,100 balance, and anything above that, you can now request a payout. Okay, this is the advanced and this is the growth accounts. Now, payout window twice per month on the 1st to the 4th or the 15th to the 18th. And here's the payout windows. Once your payout is approved, the funds are immediately going to be taken out. Payout tiers. There's minimum payout amounts for each account, as you can see over here. And the maximum payout is dependent on the account size and what payout request number you are in. So as you can see, the more payouts you take, the more they increase the maximum that you can take out. After the 6th payout, you can take up to $25,000 per payout at once. Okay? And this is a scenario if you want to read it. As for when you reach the drawdown and what you need to maintain your balance at. Now, let's talk about the straight to sim funded payout policies. Same thing, same split, 100% of the first 15K profits, 90% afterwards per trader, maximum. Oh, this is wrong. This is 7 sim funded accounts of any type combination. Requirements, consistency rule, which is 20% for the straight to sim. Same thing here, minimum 10 separate trading days, 5 or more days needed with profit of 100 plus. After each payout, it resets to 0 and you need 10 more days. And then the account balance, you need 100 in profit over the trailing max drawdown limit, etc. Same things that we talked about in the previous slides for the other ones. Balance minimums needed. This is for the straight to sim funded. So you can see each account and the minimum balance needed to request a payout. Here's the information again on the payout windows, which is the same as the other account types. Payout tiers, same thing. You can see here, minimum payout 1,000. And then as your payouts grow, this is the maximum that you can request per payout tier, depending on what payout number you are on. Now, live funded accounts. Once you complete 8 payouts from the same simulated funded account, you're going to have 2 options. One, you can remain in sim funded and receive payouts capped at the maximum account size from the tables we talked about. But after 16 payouts in sim funded, you will automatically go into a live funded account and retain your full account balance above the starting amount. Option 2, you can request to transition to a live funded, and it will start with the trailing drawdown from your sim funded account. Okay, if you choose to transition early, you forfeit any gains above the trailing drawdown. Okay, now what are the benefits of a live funded account? Because in the end, all these companies that are serious really want to bring traders up to a live funded account in a real live environment with their own money on the line that they can copy the traders on their own book. So benefits: uncapped same-day payouts, 1 request per day, minimum 250 per request, no daily loss limit or consistency rule. These are all removed, and you're just required to keep your balance above 0 to maintain your account. So basically, like if you put real money in an account, you have that entire amount of money, and if you lose it, if you go down to 0, then that's it, you lose the account. Okay, important details: you can only have 1 live account at a time. Any sim funded accounts are going to be consolidated into the live. They may transition you to a live at any time after your 3rd payout. And if they transition you before the 16th payout, you retain your full account balance above the starting amount. Now, a quick look at the dashboard. It's pretty simple, straightforward. When you log in on the Tradeify website, you're going to have your credentials here for Tradovate, Ninja Trader, and also you're going to use that for TradingView. You're going to have your account name, the specific account you are is going to tell you the number of days, the profit target, etc. There's not a lot of analytics here that you're going to get by going to Tradovate. When you go to Tradovate, you're going to fill out username, password, click login. If this is the first time you're logging in, is going to ask you to sign some non-professional data agreements. Then select trading mode. You're going to select simulation because on your evaluation or you're straight to sim funded, you are in a sim environment. And then you're going to go into your dashboard. This plus sign, you're going to be able to add charts or a lot of other things just by dragging and dropping. Under accounts, this is going to show you what account you're in. This is a $50,000 account with a $2,000 trailing drawdown, and so my liquidation price right now is $48,000. This is a new account that I haven't used. If you go to this little icon here, this is where you go to your add-ons and you activate TradingView. And then if you go to the Performance Center tab, or by clicking plus and then adding Performance Center, this is where you're going to get all your analytics. You can see all your win percentage, etc. And also this blue thing, click here to view previous performance sessions. If you click that, you can go back and analyze any time period on your account that you want to see. Okay, that's pretty much it for the video. Hope this has been insightful. You can see Tradeify has a lot of great options in the futures funding space. Remember, if you want to get the best discounts available, use code PABT. Links are down below. Leave any questions or comments that you have down in the description, or you can contact me by email or through Twitter as well. And hope you're having a great week, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care.